Hello. Which is confusing Streamlabs there for a second. My mic's one of those that has the mute button on the top, where I can just like turn it on and off. And it was confused because I didn't mute it on Streamlabs. So it's like, your microphone is unmuted, but we're not getting a signal. Ah, what's going on? It's like, don't worry, I just pressed the button. It's fine. Anyway, this is part 3 of Strange Horticulture, where I get to sort out lots of plants and be only a little bit confused by them all. So I can't remember what day we're at. I think I made some good progress last time. Okay. We're on day 13, which is a Wednesday. Ooh, okay. Yes, of course. We have this. Endmore Raven Spider. So let's have a look at this and then get this out. Now, where is Endmore? Because we're gonna need that. Or have I got the coin over it? I had the coin over it! Okay, so Endmore. Okay, so the raven and the spider. They're going. I thought these might have been close together, but they're not. Okay, I think I'm gonna come back to that one. Right, let me just pop that way. Bring this out. Then just pop that in here. Just making sure none of those got ticks on them. Okay. Obviously we pet our cat. Okay, so we start the day with Grace Enright. Have you heard of this masked woman? Imagine having that amount of power. Nations would kneel before you. You'd be a god. That creature is huge, unstoppable, and obeys her. They say it obeys her every command. Certainly come in helpful with my father-in-law tomorrow. I guess I'll have to settle for some Daisy Dock to get me through it instead. Okay, do I have Daisy Dock? I do not. I have it labeled already. Okay, so we're looking for this sort of 5-pointed leaf. That seems to be the key detail here. No, that's the right kind of shape, but it's not enough points. Hang on. This looks promising. What does it say? Okay, bluish purple. I don't think it actually mentions much about... No. Okay, so we'll give it a try. Ah! That was the correct one. So we now have an entry on Dead Man's Fingers. This fungus is typically found in dense forests, protruding through the mulch. At a glance it can appear as though a corpse is reaching up from the undergrowth, said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Oh yeah, it does look like a little bit sort of like a clawing hand. Almost like that bit in Eternals. Okay, we have David Schaefer, the postman. This letter was delivered in an unusual way. There was no address provided, just the horticulturalist and spelled wrong. I have to assume it was meant for you. Okay, so what do we have? If you know your plants, this letter is for you. As soon as I realized it, as soon as I saw it was bombers, like, this has to be. Okay, so you got it working. Oh yes, it works, it works. Look to the north of Bowfell at the source of the river Esk. Nobody knows it grows there. It will be our little secret. Ho ho. Okay, north of Bowfell, the mouth of the river Esk. It's gotta be that point here. Okay, sure enough, I find a plant here that I have never seen before. Okay, so we got a new plant. Interesting. Okay, and that can go in the archive because it's already done. I might need to space out some of these. Because I've noticed I've got a bit of a sort of crammed thing in here. So let me sort of spread some of these out a little bit. Just so I've got a bit of room to work with. Because yeah, I noticed this sort of middle section is getting very bunched up, and it can be a little odd trying to read through them all. Right, that's a little better. It's not great, but it's a little better. Okay, next, Thora Dunn. My husband likes to forage for mushrooms, but I'm worried about the ones he's brought back from his latest venture. He's just been on a trip across the lake, exploring the woods to the west of here. He's got a bag full of odd-looking mushrooms that he says are perfectly safe, but they don't look edible to me. Brought one with me to help identify it, but he's hoarding them because he thinks I'm going to throw them out. Okay, I'll come back tomorrow. Okay, Mr. Dunn, mushrooms, woods west of Undermere across the lake. That's gotta be like here or here. I'm gonna go here. Okay, mushrooms. I haven't ever been here before. They're hard to find at first, but soon I'm seeing them everywhere. Okay, so we've got these little like reddish mushrooms with an oddly grey stem. That's a very grey stem. Oh, well, Freeman told me he was able to help you find some information on the servant. Hey up, Simone. Been all over the library, but all I've discovered is a mold problem. Oh dear. Okay, I was hoping you might have some sweet breath that could help clear it up. Okay, so I have to look up these two plants. Palliance and Leal of Neptune. Okay, Palliance. sometimes called sweet breath. Okay, so it's palliance that I want. What's Lily of Neptune? Lily of Neptune is Truthsayer. Okay. So, I want palliance. Most plants offer a short improvement to air quality, but the palliance is a class of its own. It's sometimes called sweet breath thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. The many short leaves of this plant are thought to help filter toxins from the surrounding air. Okay, so we've got a bunch of close leaves. Now we do have this. Let's see about it. Okay, pleasant, fresh aroma. This does look like the picture. Ah! Okay. We now have the sour bandy. Can help with memory recovery, especially if the memory has been deliberately sabotaged. The name of this plant derived from the fact that although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter to the taste. Pet the cat. Okay, Lorena Chapman. My cousin will be married in 3 days. If you've got some trimble huff, then it saved me the trouble of going out to find some myself. If you knew my cousin, you'd know she's not worth the trouble. Okay, trimble huff is traditionally used as decoration at weddings as it's thought to strengthen relationships. Cross-section of the small cup-like flowers, they generally tend to point downwards to avoid filling with water and allow easy access to pollinating insects. Now, we do have this. But I don't think they're quite the right shape. But I'm not sure. We do have this. But that's more of a fruit thing. So that's not it. There is this one, but I don't think that's it because it's got this bottom part on it. Those don't face downward. I think the rest of these have all been... Yeah, these have all been identified, so I'm actually kind of leaning towards this new one. No, it's not it. Okay, not good. Neither did I take a look at the clue card. That doesn't help. That's not telling me... That's giving me information about this card here. Which I don't know if that's anything to do with this flower. There's nothing in it about... Right, I think I'll have to look at this. I'm just looking through there. given a square. L7. Okay. I amble through Meadowland, stopping every so often to examine any wildflowers that catch my eye. Buttercups, daisies, cowslips, red clover, knapweed, cat's ear, and hidden among them something new for my collection.
Yeet.
Hey Gracie. Okay, this one actually looks promising. That kind of looks like cups. Let me just have another look at it. Okay, this is looking promising. Let me bring up. Okay, this actually looks like it could be the right one. And it is. Woo! And we have the entry on glowhorn. The glowhorn, or forest lantern, or pixie lamp, is phosphorescent, illuminating the trees that grow under it. It grows under. Suspicious travelers avoid walking towards it, fearing that the faint lights will lure them to it. Now, I do have this one that kind of glows a little bit. Right. I want to have a look at this card again. Book, go in there. Right. Endmore Raven Spider. And then I still have this one. Does it? No. So the raven spider thing does currently, it does tie at the coin because we've got the raven there, we've got the spider there. Does that mean I have to take what's in the middle? Let me pull up the map. Would help if I could actually grab the coin at the same time. Coin, go up there. Right. So Enmore is down here. Alright. Hang on. If I take it from from there, that leaves me there. Or does it? Have I got them in the right place? Okay, so it's definitely leading me to row H. That one? No, is it that one or that one that's more in the middle? Hang on. I need something that's got a straight edge to it. Hang on. Notepad. This is me actually holding a notepad up to the screen so I can actually see which square it hits. Okay, so if I follow it properly, it's this one, which is 25. And is that row H? Yeah, okay. So, H25. Let's try that one. A25, H25. Yes! Okay, it was right. A jackdaw croaks hidden somewhere nearby. Strange shapes of odd stones pierce the long grass. Among them, some plants grow. Okay, I've got 2 more. I need to make some space. I need to make more space for these plants, because I've got a lot. Right, let me move. Actually, I want to leave this shelf for elixirs, if I have to make any more. So let me bring all this slot over here. That should hopefully give me way more space to work with. Okay, so we've got our new plants. Put them together, and then actually what I could do, so I have some of the identified ones up here, and then the unidentified ones down here now. And yes, I realise I'm switching them around again, because for long enough I had see, that blue with the X still confuses me. Okay. Then I've got the... Alright, put the map away. So I have this. That's the piece about the Gildendra and stuff like that. That's the thing about the elixir, which that's the Roman names for them. That's a piece of a map. We've got the guide to the fungi. We've got another piece about the Walkendendra. That's the Seeds of Redemption there. The Quentin's elixir. And the information about the Briar Disc. Right. I want to try and look up these elixirs. Right. So I'm working off... So if I do the Elixir of the Damned, I'm working off the Latin names for them. So, the 3 keywords I'm looking for are Arbutum, Maculosus, and Mens. Okay, so the first part of the elixir is Calabia. Let me switch over to my thing. Now I just need to find it. Because if I use this space here to put them... Okay. Right, it's Calabia. Right, we need Malacosis and Mens. That's the next ones we need? See if I actually have them. Nope. It's not those two. Right, hang on. Men's Fortis. Dranthium. Ah, there it is. And then the last one, Maculosus retinetia. I think that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea if that is how you pronounce it or not. See if it's one in my book. Ah, here we go. Henchuk. Ah, damn it. I don't have it. Well, it's in the book, but it's not. Yeah, the music is really relaxing. It's got like a really chill vibe to it, which is kind of nice. Oh, damn it. So, let's have a look at what it says about the Henchuk. Fruit of the Henchuk has a startling effect on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts, it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest. I don't think I have anything that looks like that. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything. Hang on. Although the bubbles at top. Hang on. Could that be it? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna give it a go. Okay, it's not it. But I want to keep these two out, because these two in this place, because that's two parts of it. Right, I know I need to eventually find out which one Henchuk is for this elixir. So, I figured out two parts of the elixir of the damned, but not the third, because I don't have Henchuk identified. Okay, St. Quentin's elixir. You able any drinker of it to overcome their sense of fear, though it should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would not be wise to drink this near the edge of a cliff. Well, obviously. Okay, 5-pointed leaf to grant courage. A red flower to protect the mind, and a seed pod for luck. Oh god, this is going to take me forever to figure out. Okay. Okay, let me have a look. I'm just looking for ones that sort of grant courage. Protect the mind. Okay, that's a 5-point leaf, but it's not to grant courage. That helps hearing. And that's the end of the book. Okay. I'll see if that comes up later on, but I've got 2 of the parts of one of the elixirs, so I need to keep these 2 together. Okay, so we have the next card. The shepherd watched as she prepared the leaves and roots that she would require. He watched as the hours dragged by, the sun set, and she worked by candlelight, at times sitting still, at times moving like a dancer among the stones. Change happened suddenly but also subtly, so that at first the watcher was not sure that anything had happened. Then he saw it. So we have this mark on a tree 8 miles to the east. So we have to figure out what that tree is, and then go 8 miles to the east. Rain. Yes. I love the rain noise in this game. Right. It should go up here. Okay, so... No, hang on. Could that be the grey oak? So, box is that? One across, and then what, 2 up from Haverig. So 1 across, and then like, so we go there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 17. Let's try N17 and see what we get. N18 and 17. Okay, that was wrong. I think I'm near. But I'm guessing that that's the oak. That's the grey oak. Pop that in there just now. So, if I can figure out which one... If I can figure out what Henchuck is, that would be great. Okay, Thora's back. Well, he went and ate those bloody mushrooms, and of course now he's sick. Is there anything we can do? He's in a bad way, and I'm worried about him. Right, so he ate mushrooms. That have left him in a bad way. Hang on. A red flower tech candlewood. One of the other flowers is candlewood. Okay, put the and separate the candlewood. Yes. Right. figure out which ones he's eaten. Okay, only safe to consume in small quantities. Could be farmer's worry that he's eaten. Ah, guide to fetal fungi. That would probably help. Okay. Okay, so I was on the right. So farmers worry. So yeah. Right, which one's the royal gentia? I think it's one of the ones up on one of these shelves. Huh, okay. So I did actually figure out the right one. Like a picture. Okay, liver stone. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralyzing agents contained within. Liverstone is a mushroom with pointed caps. You know, I completely forgot I had this page. Oops. Okay, for it. Oh! What happened to you? I have been to Blackcomb. I have fought the servant and lived, but still my adversary stands. It must be defeated. For my part, I am ashamed to say that I am done. Oh, Quentin's elixir. Great. My soul could use the tonic of St. Quentin's elixir if I'm ever to recover from the horror that I have seen. Okay, it's a good thing I'm already working on figuring it out. Right. So one of the ingredients is candlewood. Okay, 5-pointed leaf. The only one that's coming up with the 5-point in the drawing is St. John's Poppy, but that's to improve the imbibers' hearing, not to give them courage. Right, that's medicinal. That's memory for the brain. No, that's only 3 points. Okay. Seed pod for luck. Could be sheep snap. Ah, no. The plan that I originally thought was henchuck, could that be sheep snap? You know what, I'm gonna put it over here. That could feasibly be sheep snap. Right, leaves to grant courage. Just pairs of leaves. It's not... Lesser Meriadoc is the right shape. But that's 5 petals, not 5 leaves. Just looking for something that grants courage. That's Foxbutton's friendship. Forest camphor is for sleeping drafts. Hang on. Daisy dog. 5-pointed. Okay. Let's go over here. So. Let me put in these two. I'm guessing that that's the sheep snap. So now I need to find Daisy Duck. Daisy Duck, here we go. Is it right? Is it right? Is it right? That must be sheep snap then. Yes! Where did I put the elixir? Ah, there it is. St. Quentin's elixir. Yay! So, that can go in the arc. Okay. Okay, now we have Prittle. Coveted by the rich, pretty Prittle is crushed to make dyes. It's a very rare plant that is hard to come by and requires great care to cultivate. Right. Is that... Okay, that's actually already been labeled as sheep snap. Good, 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 good. Right, St. Quentin's elixir is done. This card. Is there anything on the map that bears that symbol? I'm still leaning towards it being near the Great Oak. Yeah, okay. Posty. There is a hateful man I sometimes see around town. It's called Isidore Burbage. Yesterday I saw him bending down as though to pet a stray dog, but instead he Oh, that's it. This guy needs to die. I don't care what else he does, this guy needs to die. This guy absolutely needs to die. What are we getting now? Sadgill Chalice. Okay, let's pull up the map. Right. Where's my coin? Yep, okay, right. Where is Sadgill? If I put the coin over it again. Right, let me just put the coin down here. And we're with the caves, Hasbro Castle Kendall. Sadgill. Here we are. And then the chalice points here. Okay, the chalice takes me directly south of Sadgill to a point next to the river. Moss-covered rocks line the banks, velvet to the touch. In the moist conditions, a deadly-looking plant grows abundantly in the lush grass. Oh, that's a fly trap if ever I saw one. That's a fly trap. That is definitely a fly trap. Right, let me move this elixir up to here. Okay, that can go in the archive because it's been solved. Pet the cat. Gotta pet the cat. Gotta pet the cat. Okay, Reuben Ward. Verona tells me you are working on gathering the plants for a ritual that will help us defeat this creature. I want to help in any way I can. From what Verona told me, I think this might be one of the plants needed to perform the ritual, but I'm afraid I do not know where it can be found. Okay, Swift Snare. The binder, ankle grabber, and never let go are some of the names given to this plant that may give some clue as to its properties. Once ensnared, it is impossible to extract oneself without help. Swift Snare has small heart-shaped leaves. Okay. Thaddeus Cornwall. Read somewhere about a plant that'll lead you to gold. There's dripping red flowers and fill it now. Now then. I remember reading about this. Cause it's basically like a sort of, it's almost like a fool's gold kind of thing. Skin rashes, no. It's cold, afflictions of the mind. Applications in dark magic. Open any lock. I can't remember which one it is. But I'm sure I've read one of these. It's almost like a sort of fool's gold kind of situation. Not any of those. Nope, that's medicinal. Which one is it? I'm sure I remember reading this about the gold thing. Ah, Weeping Bell. Yeah, okay. Right, so it's Weeping Bell that I'm looking for. So I was sure I remembered it. Right, I want to go back to this. I want to say that I counted wrong. Right. So that was... So the Great Oak is on N9. This is my guess. Right. So, and then the card said 8 miles to the east. Each square is a mile. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, it did say it's not that, so I kind of think I'm in the right spot. Okay. I don't. Okay, I'm starting to think I'm actually not. Okay, so what's next? Okay. Behind the woman, a dark skeletal figure began to rise, and a low primal snarl sounded across the clearing. The shepherd turned and ran, cold fear coursing through his veins. He did not run for long. Okay. And the card says, decay gives way to new growth from death. The cycle starts again west of White Scar by the river. And yes, I can read upside down. Reading upside down actually isn't that difficult for me. Okay. So west of White Scar by the river. So where's White Scar? Ah, okay. White Scar Cave. So is it... Ah, crap. We've got... So this game is, you have taken over the florist shop in Undermere. And there's a whole bunch of mystery going on that involves some monster sightings, a coven of witches, and a few other things as well. But what got me with this at first is looking through some of these place names. This is a version of the Lake District. Because you've got Undermere, which is obviously meant to be Windermere. You've got Ambleside, Teabay, Sedborough, Killington Lake. Then you've got Rusland. And then over here you've got Gosforth, Egremont Castle, Scaffold Pike. So yeah, it's a version of the Lake District. Which to me is bloody hilarious, considering, you know, you just sort of gonna, like, well, pop across the Solway and then down a bit. Or, you know, ping down the M6 for a couple of hours. It's like when I was playing Forza Horizon and then, Horizon 4? And I was driving around and it's like, hang on, what does that say? And it was bloody Ambleside. It's like, of all the places in Cumbria, Ambleside. Why? Right, never mind. Never mind. So, we've got a couple of options here. Because we've got this White Scar here. But then we've got a river here and we've got a river... The river actually goes across 2 squares. So, if I get the points, I'm going to try them both. Now, it did definitely say west. Yeah, west. Because you can't really go... Oh, you can't. There's no rivers to east. Yeah. It's like, I know some of these places. Yeah, it's like a no tea-based services because they're bloody expensive. It's always the pricey one. It's like I know T-Bay and Killington Lake as service stations. Oh aye, you get stunning views round there. I will say, you do actually get very nice views. But they are bloody expensive. It's like they're pricey even by service station standards. They're pricey. Especially T-Bay. But it's got that really nice farm shop. Right. I'm going to try this one because it's the first river square. Oh, okay. That was actually the right one. The sun-bleached skull fixes me with its black-eyed gaze. A reminder from the chest of the skeleton a plant grows. Ooh, that's actually quite nice. That's a nice looking plant, that. Obviously, we're going to pet the cat. Do a good job, pet the cat. Hang on. They match. Oh, forgot why. I don't know what urged me to pick up the coin. I was sort of thinking, what is this coin? And why is it still there? They bloody match. So 8 miles to the east of Gosforth. Because that's the symbol on the coin. Oh, I'm a numpty. Right, where's my watering can? Where's my watering can? There it is. But yeah, with the first part of this, I had a proper little mini crash out for a good 5 minutes, being like, "This is bloody Cumbria." Right, 8 miles to the east of Gosforth. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, got it. Gazing at the still water of the lake, its black waters draw me into a reflective trance. Here and there, flowers I don't recognise grow along the bank. So we got 2 more. Nice. Now, what was the thing for that elixir again? It was henchuck. Now, do any of these look like... do any of the new ones look like they could be? Henchuck. I don't honestly know. Bellite flowers and heart-shaped leaves. I may have to come back to that one. Oh, Posty's back. Lived in Undermere all my life and I've never seen the people worried as they are now. Everyone's talking about the sisterhood and the servant. Someone needs to do something to stop that beast. So yeah, the sisterhood is this coven of witches that are nearby. And the servant is this big beastie that's basically being a little twat. Okay. I was speaking to a woman from Ironside who told me of a cave nearby that the locals stay away from. Apparently there is a strange plant that grows there, but the cave is believed to be haunted. She was vague about where the cave was, somewhere to the east. Was all she would say when I pressed her. She said, official town of Undermere located in the Lake District. Yeah. It's like, it's the bloody Lake District. But of course, I didn't know this, so when I'm sort of looking at the map, it's like, hang on. What's the... And it's like, Undermere? Well, that's got to be Windermere. Yeah, Lake Undermere, Lake Windermere. So this is Windermere. Right, so, a cave to the east of Arnside. Right, where the smeg is Arnside? Ha! Bootle. But it is quite funny because it's like, I know these places. I've been to a fair few of them as well. Right, where's Arnside? I'm guessing it's actually not somewhere on... Oh, am I going back to... Oh, the cave. Thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground. Just wide enough for a man to slip through, but there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance, too heavy to move. Have I got Farmer's Worry? Oh, for God's sake, I don't. Okay, so I have it. I just haven't got it labeled. Nope. I need a mushroom that's a bit spongy. Aha! Okay, that was Farmer's Worry. Surprised at how easily I am able to roll away the boulder with the help of the Farmer's Worry. As my eyes adjust the darkness, I discover several clusters of fungi growing there, reaching out desperately to the thin strip of light provided by the crack. Then we have the entry on Twilight Lepiota. In the twilight where shadows grow, take leaf and root and eye of crow, a plant of gloom and despair and dark magic. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower, the smell it gives off is quite foul. Okay. I'm still waiting for a plant that looks like henchuck. Because if I can figure that out, then I can make that other elixir. Okay. Alden Gregory. My wife of 30 years is dying. That is the truth of it, as painful as it is to say out loud. Oh. The doctors say there is nothing they can do, but I cannot sit by and wait for it to happen. Man of the hospice let slip about a plant-based elixir. Don't think he meant for me to hear it, but I did, and it's all I can think about. I understand the risks, but any price is worth paying if it means she doesn't have to die. No, 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 no. Oh, God, no. Why would you do this to someone you loved? Why? Why would you do this? You're an idiot. I don't even want to do it, you're an idiot. So yeah, I need to figure out which one Henchuck is. Yeah. That doesn't tell me which one it is, though. Oh, I want to slap this man. Okay. I'm looking for something that's got a tuberous bulb. Okay, dark and opposing strange fingertips are slightly numbed. That's not it. Waxy reddish caps. No, that's not it either. Pale-like flowers and heart-shaped leaves. Does that say... I think I'm gonna have to look it up. It's like, I don't want to prolong this any more than I have to. Right, which one is it? Oh, okay, that's the one it is. Right. Apparently. Yeah. Bulb is quite firm and turquoise in colour. So going by what I found. So. It's this one. Oh, I don't want to give it to him. It's like, you're... Oh, I hate this. Right, that should have labelled that plant. Yeah, it did. Okay, that's good. I want to slap this man so much. I don't want to give him this elixir because it's like, no, you're doing this for yourself. You're not doing it for your wife. You're doing it for you. Just know, Alden Gregory, I hate you right now. I utterly despise you right now. Okay, we have Haverage. Pretty blue flowers line the stems of this sought-after plant. It is said that if you give Haverage to your beloved under the light of a full moon, you will both live long and blessed lives. Oh, that guy's horrible. So why would you do that to someone you claim to love? It's like, no, why? Sneeze the outbreak. Why would you do that? It's like, I just want to punch you right now. I really do. Okay. Althea O'Shea. What a delightful shop you have. I'm only in time for a brief visit, but I heard I might be able to get hold of some liverstone here. Do I have that already? No. Okay. Oh, for God's sake! Am I really gonna give this bitch a paralyzing mushroom? Yeah, it's that one. Okay, I am not keen about handing over a paralyzing mushroom to this random bitch. Okay, thump. Oh, pronounced tomb. This flower is sometimes associated with death. Tomb is used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. Fair dues. What do you want? I can't control it anymore. This has all gone too far. I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I'm trying to hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death, and more death. You have to help me. Okay, widow's woe or dead man's fingers. Let's have a look at what they say. Okay. The dead man's fingers is a fungus. Said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Widow's woe is said to induce fear, also called kempfoot due to its unpleasant scent. So what does she want to do? Does she want to... I'm assuming she's looking for strength for herself. Need to... Oh, the box. Oh, crap, I need to remember the code again. Hang on. Hang on, let me get the... I need the drawer code. Because that's where I put the box. Right. There's the one I need. So, I need that one, that one, that one. Oh, no, wrong one. That one. There we go. Right, I need that box. Okay, plant the opened locks. Oh god, which one is it? It's one of the ones I've already... got. I'm sure of that. I'm sure I've used... Ah! Clavilium. Aha. Follow the Dodon tributary to its source. I'm guessing that's a river. Yeah, it is. Okay. Dun, up here next to hard knot. Okay. Okay, that's not the right one then. I thought it was. That's the source of the river. Because it goes dun 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 dun. Because it... Hang on. Tributary, is it? That could be that one. Watering can. I think I followed the wrong branch of the river. Possibly followed the wrong branch. Oh. It's already done, right. I think what I needed to do is actually follow this one. Aha! Yep, I got it wrong. Never seen this plant before, and here it is growing in abundance. Ooh, okay. Still doesn't help. Okay. First is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, a binder. Third is the fear bringer, fourth to lift a curse. Last, a petal to secure the black blood's reverse. So hang on, let me check to see if either of these mention. Okay. Seeing the dead man's fingers looks like a corpse. What about Widow's Woe? Okay, I'm tempted to say it might be looking for dead man's fingers, just with the corpse correlation. Okay, according to the hint, I'm wrong. Oh, God. This is not going well for me. Okay, so it was Widow's Woe. I was barking up the wrong tree. Okay, Carnivorous Tauren, known in the north as Andrew's Bane after the unfortunate demise of a man named Andrew Jarden. He was caught and slowly eaten alive by the large specimen of the Tauren. Revered in the occult world, a cross-section of the Tauren's stem reveals pentagonal symmetry. That's gotta be Snappy McSnapsnap over here. That's gotta be Snappy McSnapsnap. See, I still haven't got a spegging clue about this. Right. Although I'm just thinking, am I meant to like line this up anywhere? Oh, you are joking me. I've had that sitting in the drawer for days. So, it's... that square. N6. Oh, one off N7. Mass Effect. Ha! That was it. I've had that sitting in the drawer for days, and it only just occurred to me to do that. Ugh, God, I'm an idiot. Okay, the gentle sound of flowing water, the sunlight through scattered clouds. A reset. Okay, got a couple more plants. Right, so that's all the clues done. Still haven't got a smecking clue about this one, though. Because that doesn't look like it matches up with any of the... any of the, like, the river spots or anything. No, I can come back to it. Okay, Hollis Gibb. There's been talk over the last few nights down the Royal Oak of a servant creature going around, slaughtering people. I used to enjoy walking in the hills, but I daren't leave my house now. I've decided to bring nature to me in the meantime. The glow of a few pixie lamps would surely warm my heart. Okay, so we need a glowhorn. Okay. Glowhorn, forest lantern, and a pixie lamp is phosphorescent, illuminating the trees it grows under. Okay. So, the first instinct would be this. And I'm correct. And we have Pennybell. The leaves of the Pennybell are chewed by some for their hallucinogenic properties. However, it is highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. Lovely. I'm just moving up. Just trying to make a bit of space and keep all of the unidentified plants together. Although I will say my hat goes off to anyone who plays this without auto-label, because I think without auto-label I would be so screwed right now. I really would be so screwed. You know what? Just because I am that person, there's an N7 square, I'm gonna press it. Oh, I see a pit full of skulls. Some deer, fox, badger, and some human. I wish I hadn't come. Okay. Oh, great. I got penalized for it. Great. Okay. We get a new card. She finally had the power she had craved all these years. A servant to do as she willed, but that power came at a cost. The servant was awoken, and it would not be contained. It was the Dendru, the dread. It was death. Okay. To the east of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass, it grows at the edge of a wood. That's not vague at all, considering there's quite a few castles in this game. There's quite a few castles. Okay. Let me get the card out so I can at least read the damn thing. Okay. Right, it can't be Egremont because there's no rivers. Muncaster, there's 2 rivers, and it just says across the river. That's not a river, so it's not Gleeston. But, hang on. Sizerg. 1 river, mountain, a wood. So that is square. K, and I need to move the card. K31. Yes! Okay, I'm actually getting a lot better at these. The trees sway effortlessly in the cool breeze. The low hum of crickets chirping rides the wind. A sense of calm washes over me as I'm rewarded with a new find. Ooh. Oh, hang on. This looks like the ensnaring thing. This looks like it could ensnare people. That looks like it could ensnare people. Come put the cap. Hey, Verona. It is time. The servant is on the move again. Time to act. Meet me at the ritual site. I hope for all our sakes you've been able to track down the plants we need. Oh god, this is pressure. This is pressure! And not the fun song. We must act before it is too late. Gather the plants and meet me at the ritual site. I don't know what to do. Okay. I looked up the coordinates for it, and it said 09. A small stone shrine sits off to one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the centre of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. Okay, so this is where I need this. First is the corpse's friend. Oh, hang on. Devil's Nightcap. Oh, great. I don't know what that looks like. The Ankle Grabber. That's gotta be that snare one. Yeah, so it's which I think is this one. Yeah, hang on, I need a space to work with. Right, I think that's the Swift Snare. Put the watering can down. Right. Third is the Fear Bringer. Which ones have got things to do with fear? Hang on. Let me start the back. Nope. Winterbore's cold. Falco's a hangover cure. Ah, hang on. Widow's Woe. I have that. I have that somewhere. Says I have it. Ah, Widow's Woe. Here we go. Fourth is to lift a curse. Oh god. Hearing, no. Memory, medicine. Ah, hang on. Curse Lifter. Long Veric. Okay, I have that. I have that. I have no idea where it is though. Thank the gods this is not timed. If it was timed, I would be doomed. Although if it was timed, I would look it up on Google. So yeah, I think that's the snare one. Okay, last a petal to secure Black Blood's reverse. Ah, no, hang on. There was something about reversing... Oh, let me go back to the start. And it can... Peace in the Afterlife... That's the shield. Courage, rejuvenation. Okay, I need to figure out this. The Devil's Nightcap. Because that's the that's Corpse's friend, so I need to figure that one out. Once I've done this. Okay. Ah, hang on. Petals of the flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendra's miasma. Deadly poison that... Ah, okay, right, it's this one. I need to find Elderfinium. Oh, that is bloody handy. It's right there. Right, so I need to figure out what the Devil's Nightcap is. It has a light, pleasant scent not dissimilar to pine needles. Nope. Citric, rotten. Nope. I don't know what acerbic means. Although the leaves are the right shape. Hang on, I need to look up what acerbic means. I don't know what acerbic means. Okay, it says acerbic is something bitter. So I don't think that's it, because vinegar is not... Vinegar doesn't smell bitter. No. Gentle scent, it's not that. Sweet rhubarb, nope. That doesn't mention a scent at all. Nope, that doesn't mention a smell. Okay, that smells sweet. That's sickly sweet, pungent, but that's more a smell than a... It's a pungent, doesn't really describe vinegar. Hang on, where's my next slot? Strong, nope. Nope. Unpleasant, no. Hang on. Pine needles. It's this one. Okay, I think that's all 5. So... the ones I definitely know. And I am taking a guess on that being the snare. Yes! Oh! Yes! Oh god, I'm relieved, and I'm also thankful that was not timed. Okay, well done, I will take it from here. I stand back and watch as Verona walks around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up, but in reality, it's perhaps only 10 minutes. Hey, Skinny. Yeah, Mid-Delusa sums it up. Brock and Cena was a mess. Io and Stephanie was brilliant. Which, you know, we knew it was going to be. The mixed tag was fun. The tag team match it was fun to see the Usos reunite, like I've wanted that for a while. But I'm kind of over the Usos and the Bronze. I'm kind of over that already. And to be honest, I didn't watch the main event. I haven't actually seen it because I fell asleep. Yeah, I do think Stephanie winning was the right choice. See, I don't know. I think that maybe the long-term thing, or at least like long-term as I mean for like the rest of the year, is going to be... I think we're building towards Rhea and Asuka. Or possibly some kind of tag match with Rhea and Io versus Kairi and Asuka. Because the next pay-per-view is... God, what is the next one? Or PLE, whatever they want to call it. The next one for the main roster is Crown Jewel. And they've already mentioned they're doing that Crown Jewel Championship, which is champion versus champion. Which means that that's what Stephanie's going to be doing on the next. Yeah, and it could be that that's the number one contender thing, that basically, you know, that maybe Asuka thinks that she should be further up the line. Same with Kairi. But I don't think Stephanie's going to be dealing with them until... I want to say... I want to say next year. Rhea will have a match at Crown Jewel because it's in Australia. But it's not going to be a title match. It's not going to be a title match because they're doing the Crown Jewel Championship. Which means that Stephanie is going to be facing either Tiffany, Nia, or Jade. Because obviously they did the thing, because I saw a clip from like the post show where they've already teased, it's like we're getting Cody, Seth, Part, whatever, which I don't mind because those two together are brilliant. They have great chemistry and I think we'll get a good match out of it. Because yeah, the rest of the year you've got Crown Jewel, well for the main roster anyway, you've got Crown Jewel on October 11th, you've got Saturday Night's Main Event on November 1st, you've got War Games November 29th, and then you've got Saturday Night's Main Event on the 13th of December. Obviously that Saturday Night's Main Event on the 13th of December, that's the Cena show. That's his last show, it's gonna be his last match. So I don't know what they're going to do with the undercard with that. I don't think they're going to stack it too high. Because they won't want anything being taken away. See, this is the thing with Tiffany. I don't know. Knowing now that they are doing that Crown Jewel Championship again, it means we're getting champion versus champion. And I don't know what that thing was about with Stephanie. It's like doing it so early, making it a thing on the show. Let's say I'd fallen asleep by that point. And I think frustratingly it's a case of she is probably the quote unquote easiest McMahon to induct. Because, well, you can't do... Well, Vince Senior's already in there. No. This is the thing. She's always just, in ring-wise, as a character, I'd say she's done good work. Like, she does good character work. But in ring, it was like mid would be an improvement. See, there's always, I think also there's always going to be the argument, and I think it's a very fair argument, for Stephanie to go in before China goes in on her own. But this is the issue that they're going to have. With inducting people, it's like, right. See, the thing is, I actually quite rate Michin. I think she's good, but she's never been given a chance to really show off like she did in NXT. Yeah, I think it would be a no-brainer for Cena to be the headliner next year. It's whether or not he wants it. Whether he wants it now or not. Because also they still have the whole thing of they need to properly induct Batista as well. Because obviously he delayed his because of the pandemic. But yeah, Cena would be the no-brainer headliner. It would just be a case of who's inducting him. Yeah, Batista's been delayed due to, well, first was due to the pandemic, and then it's due to like his schedule and stuff. It's a case of he is going in, it's just a case of when. And when he is available, I think he's going to be the headliner. But yeah, it would not surprise me if we got to... See, I think if they could have made it work, it would have been a great full circle moment for Kurt Angle to have been Cena's last match. That would have been like the perfect full circle. But obviously that's not possible. Yeah. It's a case of, I think, because also it's something that would kind of strike me if Angle was able to do it, if he was still in ring shape to do it, he probably would have said, yeah, I'm gonna do it, I want to be his last one. And it would have been good if we could have got him versus Copeland as well, but it's just a case of, yeah, it's a case of Angle can't wrestle anymore. Yeah, he is not in any condition to do anything more than a promo. Which is why I think, which would be a nice idea, to have Kurt involved in Saturday night's main event. But the problem is, he couldn't be a referee, because that could potentially involve bumps. Would he work as a commentator? Because I'm not sure. It would be nice to have him involved as like a full circle moment. Or even if they are going to go down the route of Cena being in the Hall of Fame, Kurt appearing to announce that would be a nice one. Yeah. The thing is, for the full soccer moment, it would have to be the last match, and would you want Cena's last one to be a cinematic match? Because this is the thing, it would only hit right if Angle was the very last match. But then, do you want it? Do you want Cena's last match to be a cinematic one? Because yeah, you could film it. But the problem is, if you're doing that, to keep it under wraps as well, because you've got to keep this under wrap for about the better part of 3 months. Which is also roughly how long it might take to shoot one of these things. To shoot and edit it. But yeah, I think it would be nice to have him involved in Saturday night's main event. I just don't know how. You would want to have him there, like I say, for the full circle moments. So probably the easiest way to do that would be him him appearing and announcing that Cena's going in the Hall of Fame. Or something like that, but a cinematic match could work. I just don't know if they've got enough time to do it. Because yes, Cena doesn't have a lot of like on-screen appearances left. But that doesn't mean his time isn't doing something else. So you do have that. There is that question of how you get Kurt Angle involved. And also because of, the internet and stuff like that. If there were plans for a cinematic match, we probably would have heard rumblings about it by now. And this is the thing as well, with it being, the end is going to be Saturday night's main event, not like one of the big shows. Like, he's not retiring at WrestleMania or something like that. He's going to pretty much the end of the calendar year, and that's Saturday night's main event. Because also, you've sold tickets for this. Like, the big hook for this show is it's Cena's last one. That's the hook that they've been going with ever since they announced the show was happening. Like, when they said when they were going to do these Saturday Night Main Event ones, people quickly twigged, right, this is Cena's last one. I would imagine a fair amount of tickets are already sold. Because you will get people that will like, right, it's Cena's last one, we have to be there. So I don't know how it's going to work. Because I was going to check, because I know I saw a poster for Crown Jewel. Is he actually on it? Yes, he is. He's in the middle of the poster. So he's on the poster for that. He's on the poster for War Games. And there's not a poster for like the Saturday night's main event in December, but it is, you know, there is a match on the card for that, and it's Cena's retirement match. But it is just a case of who is it? That is the only question. It's not, is the match happening? It's who's it going to be against? Because there is also the thing, it's like, right, do you get someone newer? Because this is also the thing as well. Do you have Cena win his last match, or do you have him lose his last match? Does he go out on a high, or does he go out on his back? Because there is that thing that his next win is his 100th pay-per-view win. He can't get close to Taker's record because that's pushing 120. Cena would have to go for another couple of years, probably close to about 3 or 4 years, and wrestle at every pay-per-view to make that happen. So he's not getting near Taker's record. He's already got the 17. So he's got that at least. But yeah, it's like, if it is a newer talent, it's like, who is it? Who does he pass that torch to? Who gets the rub? Do you give it to someone who's already kind of like on the ascendancy? Like a Penta? Do you do... I don't know if an NXT call-up would work. Someone, because I know there's been people wanting, like, maybe... I saw a TikTok about someone, they suggested Oba. They suggested Oba Femi. You do also have, like, so Trick Williams. Yeah, and this is also the thing as well. If you put someone in, like, Penta or Rey Fenix, can Cena keep up with them? Yeah, you sort of think maybe if this was Cena like 5-10 years ago, he maybe could have done it. But... And then that also rolls out the likes of Nathan Frazier, it rolls out Axiom. It rolls out Rey Fenix. You could maybe have Mello. You could have Carmelo. Because I think giving it to one of the Bronze would be too obvious. I don't know how it would work if you gave it to someone like Dom. I don't know how that would work at all. I'm just sort of looking through the list of who's on each show. And it's sort of interesting the amount of people like I'm immediately discarding. I'd be almost tempted. Is he not passing the torch to anybody? Yeah, there is that thing. Now that could be interesting if we maybe got oh, there's an ad. Cena Punk could be an option, but I think Punk's getting the title. Hang on, if I go back to the... I mean, it could be Cena Punk. Gunther could be an option, it depends if he's coming back. Well, when he's coming back. Because the thing is... See, with the Nexus, you do have the option of Wade Barrett. Wade's right there. Yeah, it definitely seems that way, that they are building, because you've got Crown Jewel. So, Seth's wrestling Cody in that one. As for, I don't know if AJ would go to Saudi or not. This is the thing. Because the shows you've got left, you've got Crown Jewel, you've got Saturday Night's Main Event on November 1st, you've got War Games on the 29th of November, and then Main Event on the 13th of December. Little. See, that could be good. But yeah, I do think the path for Ring of Band. It seems like the path for Punk and AJ are definitely titles. Sean into ring, the referee randomly reacts if moves are happening. Because then it goes, oh god, because of which referee would you get to do that, and why would it be Charles Robinson? Why would it be Charles Robinson? Get Little Nate to do it. But yeah, See, here's the thing. With War Games, do you put Cena in the War Games match? Because he's on the poster. Yeah, Lil Nate's doing all the ref bumps. See, this is the thing, he's on the poster. So, you would imagine that he appears, but would he be in the War Games match? Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards no as well. Because I think War Games is going to be... The Vision plus 2 others on one side. Then you're gonna have Punk, Jimmy and Jay, and 2 others on the other side. I think the war game, for the men's war games, the captains are gonna be Seth and Punk. See, this is a thing that's confusing me. Roman is on the poster for Crown Jewel. He's on the poster for War Games, but he's also on the poster for Crown Jewel. Because looking at the poster for Crown Jewel, you have got Cody, Roman, Seth, Drew, Cena, Jade, Rhea, and Tiffany. So, Roman is on the poster for Crown Jewel, which I thought was weird. Because it's like, when is he going to get done filming Street Fighter? Alright, yes, we've got Cody back, but we don't know how much... Is it a depends? But then I'm sure that... How many... Because Roman's been in a fair few of the recent War Games matches. Like, since they made the switch to the main roster, doing it in 2022. Okay, alright, that's only like a couple of them. But the only one that Roman wasn't in was in 2023. He's done the other ones. Because for a long time the idea of War Games was it was the NXT one. Because that was basically, right, when it came to the men's match, it's like, right, who are we going to put against the Undisputed Era? And that was literally what it became in NXT. Apart from the 2.0 versus Black and Gold thing. I'm looking, pretty much every other men's War Games match had the Undisputed Era in it. Yeah, because I think in the main roster, looking through this, I think the only ones who have actually done every one have been Sammy and Jay. Because Jimmy wasn't in the 2023 match. So yeah, Sammy and Jay have done them all. Homecoming made me so happy. Because we got Shayna Baszler. Because I love Shayna Baszler. We got the old themes back. We got Rebel Heart. I nearly screamed with joy and then remembered what time it was, and I have neighbours and I couldn't scream. We got Rebel Heart. And No One Will Survive. It's like Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano's good theme songs. Yeah, I do think that's a possibility. We get LA Knight. And then you have the tension, it's like, right, can he actually get on with the Usos long enough and like not want to... Are these guys not going to kick each other's heads in? But I do definitely think that one side of the men's War Games match is going to be the Vision. They've pissed off too many people. What I personally would like to see, the way things are going, but I don't know if it would all work, is if, because I also think these two would be great in the War Games match, if you had the Vision and the New Day. So the men's side is Seth, Braun, Bronson, Kofi, and Xavier. Yeah. Well, Grayson Waller can just whine like a bitch like he usually does. Because then, if you are going to have Jimmy and Jay be involved in War Games, you then get Usos and New Day again, which is like, well, that's going to slap. That's going to slap no matter what you do. Because those two teams have incredible chemistry, and it'll work. Yeah. Title versus title tomorrow night, because that's Oba versus Trick, isn't it? See, this is also a thing. People are actually wondering if maybe War Games might be there's actually people wondering if an element of War Games might actually be NXT versus TNA. Because you wouldn't do 2 War Games pay-per-views. You would have it all on one. But then how many War Games matches do you end up having? Because all the stuff, like, because they kept mentioning about how, you know, TNA people would be, like, pissed off and all that kind of stuff. So, could we get a sort of NXT TNA thing going? Okay. I really need to get back to this game. Okay, nothing's happening. What do you mean nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. Huge splintering crash behind us makes us all spin around to look at the clearing. Huge creature, its head and shoulders visible above the treetops, is making its way towards us, ripping up trees as it advances. Servant. Oh! That's a charmer. What's that about being patient? I think we're out of time. At that moment, the woman in the jade mask comes hurling out the woods at the other side of the clearing. She takes in the scene and heads towards Ruben, ripping her mask off and flinging it into the dirt. What? It's Thea! Almost as a goddamn Arcana. See, I think the women's war games, again, going back to the whole Rhea, Io, Asuka, Kairi thing. I think you got the start of 2 teams there. With Asuka and Kairi, you could do the sort of enemy of my enemy is my friend, so you could give them Roxanne and Raquel. I'm not sure who the 5th person would be. You would maybe put Becky because she's like the heel. And then I think, like, you would have Rhea, Io, probably Stephanie, Lyra, and maybe Bailey? In those matches, but then I'm sort of thinking, if you have Becky on one side, surely you would kind of want to put AJ Lee in there. But it's whether, could she do a War Games match? She probably could, but... Okay, Ruben runs towards her and they embrace in the center of the clearing as the servant bears down. I can clearly see the tears flowing down Thea's stricken face as she looks up at her father. I'm so sorry, I've been a fool. I thought I could control it, but I can't. It's too strong. What have I done? She runs towards us at the shrine, bringing out a small vial of red liquid from within her cloak and thrusting it into Verona's hands. It's blood. My blood. I know what to do. Before she can act, the servant bursts through into the clearing, sending 100-year-old Ash and Em hurtling as though they were saplings. Do your worst. Ruben locks eyes with the servant and grabs a sturdy branch, running off to the side to draw the creature away from the shrine. The huge beast lunges towards him with a terrifying roar. Ruben brings up the branch as the servant closes the gap and brings its large skeletal claw arching down. The branch splinters and Ruben is sent reeling backwards, but he doesn't have time to regain his footing before the beast is on him, slashing and maiming. Father, no. Thea crumples to the floor wailing as Verona fumbles with the stoppered vial, turning back towards the shrine. She pours the blood into a small cavity at its base, and then everything happens at once. The servant makes a desperate charge towards us, and I am certain that we are to be devoured, but Thea steps forward and raises her arms. Get back, servant. Stop, I command you. The servant falters for a moment as though wrestling against some invisible force, but it regains control almost immediately. It thrusts one spear-like appendage forward and impales Thea through the abdomen. At the same time, a pillar of bright white light launches out of the shrine towards the servant and hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backward, flinging Thea's lifeless body to one side. There is an almighty thunderclap and a blinding flash of light, and then suddenly the servant is gone. A patch of charred ground smoulders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what has just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? Friday. With the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I have been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. The devastation wrought by the ancient beast was greater than anyone had imagined. By the end, Thea had lost control entirely, as has been made clear from the tales coming from Haverrig and Bootle. Without our intervention, who can say what the final toll would have been? In contrast, Undermere has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and people have ploughed their energies into celebration and merriment. They do not know the whole truth, of course, that Thea, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant. In the end, she gave her life to help us defeat it. Verona and I have kept quiet by unspoken agreement. As for myself, well, I am back at the calm of strange horticulture, of course, with Herbivore for company. It's quieter around here, and I miss my friend Ruben, but I am content, and there are always more plants to learn about and discover. Okay. So there we have it, a bloody mess. The servant is gone. A victory of sorts, but one tinged with sadness at the death of our friend. So, on the deceased, we have Reuben Ward, killed by the servant, Bethany Coleman, killed by the servant, and Thea Ward, killed by the servant. Ennis Aylford, the cultist, is in hiding. Hasn't been seen since the defeat of the servant. There are rumours he's living in Rydal Cave once again. Forrest Vare is wounded. Both his body and pride have been damaged, but he lives. And alive, Verona Green, Faye Swift, and Isidore Burbage. Verona rarely comes to the shop anymore. She doesn't say it, but she knows she is deeply saddened by Reuben's death. Faye has not dreamed of the servant since she performed the ritual, and Isidore is currently pursuing legal action against Strange Horticulture. So, ending 1. Thum. Or tune. So does that mean there's different endings? Is there different endings to this? Oh, there is! I just looked it up. There's 8 different endings to this game. So yeah, it says here there's 4 ending paths, each with 2 variants, for a total of 8 endings. And yeah, it says that each one is named for a plant. So according to this, there's Tomb, Elderfinium, Gilded Dendra, Swift Snare, Dead Man's Fingers, Solomon's Scepter, Bishop's Parasol, and Devil's Nightcap. So those are the endings that you can get. I don't want to read any more than that because I kind of want to see. I'm kind of intrigued to go back through this, like off stream, and see if I can get a different ending. But yeah, that's definitely intriguing to find that there's that many endings. I'm also now intrigued to play the Antiquities game as well. That's from this team. I might look into that and have a go at them. Have a go at that one as well. I didn't realize it's got 8 different endings. But I think that's kind of something I want to explore, like in my own time. What I might do is look at one of the different endings. Like, they're all numbered. So, I got ending number 1. So I might look into ending 2 and see what's different. Music, yes. Well done. Well done on the music. The music in this game is fabulous. I might actually... Let me see. Is it on... Are the music gods going to be nice to me and have this on Spotify? Would help if I could spell horticulture correctly. Okay. There is... There is the soundtrack for Strange Antiquities. But not for Strange Horticulture. Oh. Well, if there is, it's not on Spotify anyway. There's people that have, like, made playlists, but it's using stuff from, like, other things. Yeah, there's not actually... So yeah, there's the Strange Antiquity soundtrack, but there's not the Strange Horticulture soundtrack. Okay, I'm just gonna press continue. See what happens. Okay, earlier. Have you heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask about it. He owns the Horseshoe Inn on Main Street. Yep, Simone. It's good to see you too, Hellebore. It's been a while. You seem as relaxed as ever, though. Nothing ever phases you, does it? Must admit, I've been buried in my books and seem to have missed all the excitement. Here you and your plants had a part to play, though. Been collecting some information on a selection of plants for a little book I'm putting together. I was hoping you could help me finish identifying all these plants. Let's start with the moonlight flower, Belanox. Okay, I didn't realize this would keep going on. Okay, spring wax cap. Am I just... Is this just to fill in the rest of the things? I think this is maybe just to fill in the rest of the things. So hang on. Right, that's not been identified, so... Ah, okay. It was like, fresh mushroom that hasn't been identified. Okay, let's see what it says about haverage. Pretty blue flowers line the stems of this sought after plant. Okay, that's blue, but the flowers don't look the same. That's blue. That could be it. That looks like it's roughly the right shape. Nope. Okay, I do have it somewhere. That is good to know. Could be that. Yay! Next! I think I'll give Fool's Midnight a miss. I don't have that page. So I just looked it up. And what's that? Right, hang on. Let's go to Ravenglass, see if we can talk to the moosh about the monastery. I'm met by a man with a thick black beard and kind eyes who is delighted to have found such willing ear to listen to his stories. You won't find the monastery of the Black Veil marked on any map. They don't want to be found. The monastery was on the edge of a wood, I remember that much. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers, then we followed a river for a while. I could hear it on my left as we travelled. They left me here in Ravenglass and I've stayed ever since. As I turn to leave, he adds, here, if you're serious about going, you better have this. Oh, great, the elixir of the Black Veil. Right. Right, so where's Ravenglass again? Right, Ravenglass is here. Where's the... Monastery was on the edge of a wood. Must have been heading west. Okay, it doesn't mention a lake. 2 rivers. Ah, okay. I got it. Oh, crap. Elixir of the Black Veil. I'm just looking this stuff up to make it easier for me, just to kind of speed through this part. Okay. I've seen what ingredients I need. I just need to make sure I've actually got them. No, I don't. Fan-bloody-tastic. Because I don't have the elixir. Because I need Storian, Tomb, and Twilight Liporia. Right, let me go to the... Right, so it's saying that is Storian. Which one is Tomb? Do I have that? Tomb is this one. And then Twilight. Oh, I don't know if I have that. Hang on. Yeah, I do. Now, did that label the flowers that I used? Yes, it did. Okay. Crap. I can't remember what square I was at. To go back. It's here, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, elixir of the Black Veil. Where did that elixir bottle go? Where is it? Ah, there it is. Okay, the third member in the trio accepts the elixir together, they disappear in the monastery. They return sometime later with a stack of parchment. So these are the book entries. For Bella Nox, Illuvium, Umbrella, and Birdum, Demel, Fool's Midnight, and Poliscus. So is that the last pages of the book then? Right, so she is looking for Demel. Unremarkable flowers relate to the common thistle. Okay, do I have any that look like thistles? Okay, it says I do. That kind of looks like thistle. The leaves are the right shape. Yes! Okay. Lesser married oak. Okay. Round flower is made of smaller yellow florets. Somewhat okay, could be this. Nope. Okay, what other ones have I got that are yellow? Oh, no, that's delicate, that's not it. What else have I got that's yellow? Oh, I don't have it, that's why I can't find it. Right. Oh, hang on. Go back. Right, that needs to go in the archive because I've done it. There's these, which are kind of perplexing. Right, the circles are used for towns. Triangles are mountains. 1, 2. No. 2 circles are because that's circle. Okay, it's down here. So, circle there, diagonally across from each other. You've got one across, and then if I bring the card over. Okay, circle, circle, one square across, and then 1, 2 up. So that is 27. And 27. Right, let's have a look. And 27. Okay, sun is low in the sky. I'm tired after a long day. I've earned this reward. Ooh, it's yellow. Okay, strong aroma. Did it say it had a strong aroma? Yes, strong smelling sap. Let's try this one. Yay! Okay. Okay, it says here that umbrella... Oh, hang on. It says the umbrella smells of strawberries. I'm sure there's one of these that smell like strawberries. It did specifically say it smells like strawberries. Like strawberry dipped in honey. Okay, evulum. Okay, considered overpowering. Right, leaves have got that kind of pattern. Right, not any of these. It's not that one. it that one? No, leaves are too small. This one maybe? The leaves kind of match. Yay! Right, next is Pennybell. Okay. That kind of looks like a bell, and the leaves are the right shape. On the nose. Okay, mother often uses boredom in rarely using her cooking. She's too stubborn for superstitions. Okay, thick leaves with kind of notches in them. I would have said that, but that's haverage. Okay, it doesn't look like it's either of those. Hang on. Okay. Hibiscus. Why can't you do these in alphabetical order? And just let me just go through the book easily that way. Okay, this doesn't mention anything about aroma. So I don't know if it's that or not. Okay, this one has the right shape. I want to try it. Hey! Yeah, it is literally just taking me through the rest of these flowers. Why can't you do them in alphabetical order? Okay, this... They look similar. Nice. Okay, now you go back to the one at the start of the book. Okay. Light blue flowers, like rounded tufts of gentle lamb's wool. I don't know if I have anything that looks like that. That isn't already... Oh, hang on. There was me saying, oh, I don't have it, and then I scroll along and like, there it was. Okay. Why can't you do these in alphabetical order? Okay, so it is here. I looked it up. Okay, carnivorous torrent. It's gotta be that. It's the only thing that looked like it would eat you. Okay, dead man's fingers. I don't know if I have that. Do I have that? No, I don't. Right, where to find dead man's fingers? Okay, so I did look up the grid reference, and it says it's over here. Okay, so yeah, that's gotta be dead man's fingers. Okay, Caldery. Thin stem with small leaves. That's kind of giving this one. Yay! Okay, Prittle. Oh. Is this the last one? Oh, thank the gods. So by process of elimination, this has to be Prittle. Okay, what now? Okay, you get the ending and then you have to fill in the plants that you missed. Okay, that actually makes sense. So you don't leave the plants like sort of undone or like unfinished. Which is good. Okay. That's actually a good place to end, I think. Whew. Good time, too. So yeah, I'm glad that I got that finished off today, because obviously I'm not streaming Thursday. I'm taking that as like a family day. Monday, I don't know, because I'm actually back at the ophthalmology department on Monday. Next Monday, so it will all depend on how that goes. So we'll have to see. And then we'll be in October. How weird is that? It's like... But it is what it is. So, thank you to everybody for popping in, chatting, lurking, doing whatever. I hope this has been entertaining. If it hasn't, I hope you find someone that does entertain you. And I'm sorry it wasn't me. I'll try and keep things updated as best I can. But, yeah, Thursday is a definite no. Next Monday is a question mark at this point. As I say, it will depend on how things go with the ophthalmologist. So, there might be a stream, there might not be. But until next time, love you, bye!